that's up to the ref to warn him, But yeah, he threw at least 4 punches when I was, when he had pushed me down.
Do you think he was frustrated because even though he was catching you with some good shots, like he just kept coming?
A lot of it was just I was blocking him, but with the else gloves, just see through it, and a lot of it just me being out balanced made it look worse. But there was one time that one punch did I lost focus. I felt cold. I was able to hear everybody in the ringside and saw familiar faces. And I think he landed a shot, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get back to my fight, and that made the fight harder for me because I could have probably finished him off earlier.
How quickly do you want to get back in the ring, Jose?
Man, I'll be back in September or August. Whenever Oscar and my team puts together another fight, September, October, for sure. Get back to fighting twice a year.
Looking in the rounds, like maybe Barthelemy was starting to slow down. Did you think that maybe he was starting to slow down? Maybe looking back, he could have stepped on the gas a bit more towards the end of the fight.
Yeah, but that's part of my ring ropes, man. It was hard for me to read him and to believe in myself. That's the thing about Russ too, is that you throw yourself in there too many times. Like those moments that I probably had him hurt, and I thought that he was just waiting for me to commit and let him throw. And then I realized that he was hurt, and it was already too late, for me to take advantage of those opportunities. But there was many times where he was hurt, and because me doubting myself, I didn't capitalize on those moments, and I think that's part of Russ.
Jose, what do you think about the fight with Ryan Garcia?
That'd be a great fight. I think, I've been in 140 for a long time, and if Ryan Garcia wants to fight at 145 catch weights and things like that, I'm also interested in doing that too, because it's going to show me if I'm ready to make that 147. A lot of it, I probably leave it in the ring to make the weight too, so, or leave it in the gym, to make the 140 pounds. So, and I'm just getting a little bit bigger. My body frame is just getting a little bit too big to make the weight class, and maybe that's also why I was a little off balance.
Well, I know Barthelemy's a southpaw, so the left hand's coming from a different spot. When he was able to land it a lot, is that something you have to shore up for Garcia, or is it different because he's a righty? It won't be the same.
Yeah, no, of course. Things like that, you gotta definitely tie it up against anybody. Those punches shouldn't be landing, And again, he tried him a couple times, and I was waiting in the first couple rounds. I was waiting for him to throw it so I could land, make him miss and make him pay with an uppercut. And he felt it. But it was that one round until the fourth round where I got distracted, and he landed it once, and after that he felt like, okay, maybe I could do it again. And he was showing himself, And again, there was a lot of just beat out of myself and my own skills.
Jose,
Last question.
Jose, at this point of your career, what are some names that interest you?
All the big names, man. All the big names. Any champion at 140. I just gotta get back in the ring. Gotta get back in the ring and continue working to show a better Jose-Ramirez, a better version. Because honestly, this wasn't the best. This was a very rusty Jose-Ramirez. But hey, I'm thankful that I still won the fight, and it's my job to work on that, on being back in the ring and staying consistent.
How good was it to hear still the roar of the crowd, very loud, lots of love shown for you here in your hometown?
Oh, it's a blessing.
Thank you.
And,